Hey, deserving listeners, 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 1, Danielle and Mohamed. My name is Dr. Kirk Honda. I'm a therapist and a professor. Let's watch and see if anything interesting comes out of my face.
Okay.
And since you're gonna go sleep in the car, please remove your feet off of my bed.
Your bed? Let me check. I don't see your name here or anything.
Oh, my name is on the bill.
Oh,
so tonight,
so
it's my
since
bed.
you are paying for this hotel means that it's your place?
Okay, so this is interesting. I haven't been reacting much to what's been happening because there's not much to say, but they are in Miami, and he is leaving Danielle, and he is, I think, dating her. They've been saying that they're just friends, but they have been implying that they are in a romantic and sexual relationship. Who knows? So I don't know. And he, in this moment, was saying, hey, you promised that you would fix me up with a job. And she's saying, well, I've been working on it, but some things aren't really working out or something like that. And he is getting upset at her. He is getting a little hostile with her. Now, according to him, she made all these promises, and he's hurt and angry that she didn't fulfill those promises. I think from her standpoint, she might have said, yeah, let's hang out. I think her primary reason for being with him is for, I think, either current or potential romance in the future. I don't know that, but it seemed like that was the case. And I think as a side note, she was like, yeah, and I might be able to introduce you to people to get a job. And I think he really focused on the job part. And so he was hounding her about that, and she was, so they're getting a little bit of a fight, and he's like, fine, I'm just going to go sleep in the car. And then she says, okay, fine, take your feet off my bed, go to the car. And they're being playful. They seem like they're being silly playful, but I think there's a little bit of truth behind the hostility, the playful hostility. And then he says, this isn't your bed. And she says, well, I'm paying for the bill. So it is that. She didn't word it. She didn't, have that sort of intensity to it. And then he says, wait, what? He's surprised. Yeah, I mean, she's paying the bill, and you just said you're going to go sleep in the car. And so I don't understand what the problem is here.
I don't see your name here or anything.
Oh, my name is on the bill.
Oh,
so tonight,
so
it's my
since
bed.
you are paying for this hotel means that it's your place? Are you serious or joking? Because if you're serious, I'm not gonna get pissed off.
Interesting phrasing. So they were joking. He said he was going to go sleep in the car. She says, okay, get your feet off my bed, in a playful way. And then he turns on her with serious hostility or serious upsetness or something. And you see the look on her face. I think if I were in her position, I'd be like, whoa, what's happening right now? That's the impression I'm getting. Let's watch.
The way she was joking about telling me she paid for the hotel and I have to get out still makes me feel bad, because I was living with Danielle for 2 years and she was supporting me and paying for the rent and feeding me and stuff like that. So I don't want that to happen again with another one.
Wait, what? So according to him, he's saying that this moment where, as he says, I'm going to go sleep in the car, I'm going to reject you because you're not working hard enough to get me a job. And then she playfully says, okay, get your feet off of my bed. He's saying that somehow triggered this pain that he feels because Danielle paid for everything and housed him and fed him. So it reminds him of that, this point that this other woman is making reminds him of the fact that Danielle paid for everything and fed him. Let's rewind that. I feel like I'm not hearing it right.
Was joking about telling me she paid for the hotel and I have to get out still makes me feel bad, because I was living with Danielle for 2 years and she was supporting me and paying for the rent and feeding me and stuff like that. So I don't want that to happen again with another one.
Okay, you don't want that to happen, but it is happening, and you're consenting to it, you're doing it again. Like no one's forcing you to mooch off of this other woman. I don't understand. So he's like, the fact that it's being pointed out is a problem for him. The fact that she's making it seem like he's mooching, and then he is reminded of the fact that he mooched in the past. Or is he saying that Danielle and this other woman are controlling him? He didn't say that, but is that the implication? I don't understand. Let me know what you think in the comments.
I don't like the way you're talking to me right now.
Okay.
You know something? I'm just gonna go outside. Stay here by yourself. Stay with your phone.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye.
Okay, so he says he doesn't like the way he's being talked to right now. Okay, yeah, I can see that. I thought we're in a playful space, and I thought he was just going to get up and walk out. But this whole fight was started because he was saying, "How come you're not working hard to get me a job?" And she was saying that she had tried already, or she was gonna try, or something. So it's just kind of an interesting fight. And then she says, "Bye, Felicia."
Wants to get a job. I mean, that's what we both need. That's like the most important thing right now. So I think he's like over stressing about it. I guess he feels like I'm not listening to him or whatever when I'm on my phone, but he obviously cares a lot. So we're probably gonna argue about that for the next 5 hours.
So I don't know what she means by that. Does she mean that they've fought about things a lot in the past? She said, well, we're probably going to fight about for the next. That sounds like she comes from a place of experience where they have fought about things for 5 hours, which is interesting to hear. Now, on the other hand, it makes total sense that he is concerned about getting a job, that he's really anxious about that. Absolutely. How do you communicate, though, about that? That's the key. Plus, doesn't he have internet? I mean, like most people today, you look on internet sites to get a job. Word of mouth is obviously helpful, but it's not like it's the only way he could get a job, right? Hey, deserving listeners, as y'all know, I am constantly recommending that people go to therapy. We all need therapy from time to time. Well, one of the options available that is definitely worth checking out is BetterHelp. If you're looking for a therapist, I would give it a try by going to betterhelp.com/Kirk. Make sure you use the promo code Kirk because you get 10% off your first month, and it really helps us out. As you watch these videos, I know many of you have been motivated to find your own therapist, which is great because you deserve it. And I know also that it can be hard to find a good fit, find the right one for you. Well, one of the options available in terms of your shopping is to go to betterhelp.com/Kirk. I've been told you can start communicating with your therapist in under 24 hours. You can message your counselor at any time. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions. I've also been told that it's often less expensive than in-person therapy, and you should know that this service is available to clients worldwide. So go to betterhelp.com/Kirk to get 10% off your first month today.
Thing today. Do we need to stop at the store and get you some tampons?
I don't know if he just holds everything on the inside, but he's just so calm, which sometimes to me it's like, get mad.
Can you please stop using that kind of words? Like
Okay,
yesterday
okay.
and today? I feel.
All right, so there's a different way to express that you are worried about things. I think her name's Louisa. They are having a fight because of last night, I think, and he has been kind of quiet, I guess, but he seems like he's not being punishingly so. And she keeps asking, how you doing, what's going on? And he keeps saying, I'm fine. And she is now poking at him, and she says, sometimes you just want to say, just get mad. Okay, so why would we want someone to get mad in a situation like that? It's usually because we might be used to anger, and we feel afraid and worried when people are quiet because it means that they're more like they're going to leave us. And when someone's mad at us, at least it shows like they're trying to engage. Obviously, that's not the best situation. You'd rather have nice, calm conversations where you feel safe. But when someone's quiet, there's this worry of like they're moving away. And if you're used to a lot of anger and abuse, then you might actually kind of prefer it. So there's that. I also think there's a passive aggression there of trying to hurt the other person because there's some tension there and you want to get the upper hand, or you're hurt that they're giving you the silent treatment, so you're going to hurt them back by prodding. She actually seems like this. She's exhibited, I think, that she leans towards poking people and seems to be good at it. I think she's pretty good at making fun of people, honestly. And when we first saw her, when they were just being playful and nice, she was pretty good at poking at him. And he has we haven't seen evidence of his sense of humor, but I don't know if he has one, or at least doesn't share the same sense of humor with her. And I think that, and we saw in that previous scene where they were kind of joking around each other on the bed, he didn't take it very well. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen here.
Like, I don't know Louisa in the way that I thought I knew her, because now I started seeing like different things that I didn't see before in her.
Hey, do you know what's free?
What?
Smiling. Let's try it.
I used to smile all the time. Smile and laugh and everything.
All right, so there'd be a more healthy way for the two of them to talk. I don't know what their goals are, but I assume that they want to stay friends at the very least. And she could say something like, so, Mohamed, when you're quiet like this, it scares me. It makes me think that you're angry at me, and it makes me think like I've done something wrong. And if I have, I'd like to talk about it because I'd like to repair this relationship. So she could say something like that. From his point of view, I imagine if you were to be healthy, he might say something like, so what you said last night really hurt my feelings, and it worries me, and I'm frustrated, and I'm stressed out about not getting a job, and so I'm not in a good mood, and I'm sorry that I'm taking it out on you. Yeah, that would be healthy to say.
At this point, I'm wondering if I'm making women crazy, or like I just get crazy women in my life, so I don't know.
I get the feeling like you don't even want to be like around me right now. Like, I got the vibe.
So this is something that I've seen people do in my office, and it's an indication of preoccupied attachment sometimes, and it will shoot you in the foot. So I don't know what was happening, but just an hypothesis is that in the beginning of the morning, he was hurt and angry and being quiet as a way of silently punishing her and as a way of trying to avoid conflict. But on the scale of things, he was like a 3 out of 10. And he was probably eventually going to come back down to a 1 and be calm if she didn't do anything, if she just sort of gave him some time. But now she keeps poking at him, and I think he is actually getting worse. And then let's rewind that and see what she just said.
At this point, I'm wondering if I'm making women crazy, or like I just get crazy women in my life, so I don't know.
I get the feeling like you don't even want to be like around me right now. Like,
right, so I get the feeling like you don't even want to be around me right now. Now, when he was a 3, he wanted to be around her, but was upset, didn't know what to do. You keep poking, and then you say something like this, and you could really push someone to a 7 or a 10, and yeah, they really don't want to be with you at that point. So it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy of communicating, of being accusatory and being rushing into a conversation about something of that nature, and then people do want to leave you. So there would be a different way to say that, of like, hey, I'm sorry if I did anything to you. I'm getting the impression that you don't like me very much right now, and I'm kind of worried that you actually don't even want to be with me, which would kind of hurt my feelings. And so can we talk about this? There's a different way of saying that. All right, well, that does it for that episode of Psychology in Seattle. Everyone out there, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.